All right, not even 5 blocks down the road, she stalls out. He said he changed this battery. There's no way. And broken handles for the win.
So we've made it to Manteca, California, surrounded by a couple BMWs here. And in here is my latest bad decision. All right, let's see it.
Welcome. Here she is in all her glory.
Oh God, all her glory. All of her, how many miles? 337K?
Almost 400, we'll see.
This is Louise. So you picked this car up for me, you and your brother,
Yeah.
David. This popped up on Marketplace. If you, those E34 vultures out there may have seen it. There's David. David can say hi. This car, this is an interesting story, but long story short, it popped up on Marketplace, and I figured why not take this opportunity to get the highest mileage, possibly the shittiest E34 M5 I could find, because I feel like it would be fun to have to deal with this, because I'm out here for car week, so I need a rental car, and what better than an M5? So you guys picked this car up for me,
Yeah.
what, about a week ago?
Oh, yeah.
A week and a half. Story to get it here was kind of interesting. I have the clips actually, so I'll probably lay the clips in. But basically, how'd it go?
It went exactly how you'd think. This car, they bought it. We saw it about a year ago online. We were going to get it originally.
At a junkyard.
At a junkyard.
For $5 grand?
It was listed for 5, but they got it for...
They got it for 35, I think. Yeah, 3,500 bucks. They got it.
Yeah, they got it running supposedly, and then it sat outside for 10 months. And the next thing you know, it's up for sale again. And
For more.
brings it to his attention, yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, it took months. Well, how long did it take?
It took 2 weeks to get him to be at all flexible. I told him I'm not paying his asking price. So yeah, they basically flipped it. They made some money on me, but
Yeah, 14-year-old kid.
yeah, 14-year-old kid made some money on me. Being the E34 man that I am, I think I can make money on them.
Oh yeah.
So we'll kind of see. We'll pull this out in a little bit and we'll look at it. But the way home, first off, didn't have a clutch pedal, right?
Clutch pedal, didn't have brakes, wouldn't go into gear.
Yeah.
Barely was running.
Yeah.
Sounded like it was cammed.
Getting that phone call was a little scary for me. I wasn't happy.
On us randomly. Jesus.
And eventually, so you said the dad said if you pump up the clutch, it'll all come back.
Yeah.
And it did.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have a suitcase full of parts, and I'm gonna try to get this thing running and driving again. And then you got what? 2 minutes down the road?
No, not even.
Not even?
Like 2 blocks.
Like a block down the road and it died, right? It stalled. Yeah, he picked up a battery for me. I had to have him run to the AutoZone. I said, get the cheapest battery possible. The little 80. That's not even a. Is that even a car battery? Looks like a marine battery.
I didn't even look at what it was. Just look for the cheapest one.
I feel like that's a boat battery.
Yeah.
So is this hell rot? I guess we could pop the hood and find out.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't even know what color it is. But either way, red on black, which for an M5 in America is like really rare.
And you got the optional pinstriping too.
Yeah, I did notice the optional pinstriping, which doesn't it end with an M on the...
Yeah, on both sides.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. That's definitely hand painted too. You could see the quality of the M doesn't look professional. The pinstriping's good. The M looks aftermarket. But if you didn't believe that it's been sitting, mouse crap right on the BMW M valve cover. That's awesome. But
And beautiful work right here. Try to get it.
yeah, that's how you fix vacuum leaks.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the way to do it. Is it actually really bad? Oh, dude, I'm surprised this car even ran. That's why it was dying. Dude, that's like a huge deal on these. Like a vacuum leak like that. Yeah, that aluminum foil ain't doing nothing. But like otherwise, this is actually like a pretty complete, like good, decent looking engine bay. Like these don't look that old. These look like these been replaced. I almost touched the mouse crap. Like that ICV hose, that's replaced. Because that's what I was going to ask. I was like, I wonder if the vacuum stuff is there, but it actually seems all pretty soft. We'll see if this works. That's going to be a big deal. But yeah, so it's brilliant rot. So this is a 91, which I'm surprised it's brilliant and not hell rot, but I don't know which is which. But brilliant rot on black. The sports seats have seen better. I actually haven't seen this sports seat from this side, way worse than the pictures.
Hey, they're heated, man.
They're heated?
Oh yeah.
Wow. So the passenger one is with this 40-year-old fire extinguisher. The passenger one's actually half decent. That one that's basically worthless. That's not even usable. What'd you say?
I said I flew in from Montana for this. Nice.
This might be my dad's first time making a cameo on the channel. Yeah, this is what he gets to see here.
My parents thought the same thing. Like, there really was a kid flying all the way out for this.
That's what they said?
They don't believe it either.
Well, I mean, I told the kid when I was buying it, I said, there's not many people stupid enough to buy this, even close to your price. I said, please take my offer and run with it because no one else is going to want to buy this. And check this out. It works. All right, yeah, I'm just going to fire it up and see how it looks. Whew, the smell in here is insane. Oh, no. The link, this is bad. Wow. Look at this. Dude. This doesn't even feel like it's connected. I brought a shift knob. I didn't realize it had one, but holy crap. What have I done? Alright. 335,658 miles. Wow. I would bet this is probably one of the highest mileage M5s in existence. Whoa. That's crazy. What? There's an aquarium in the Kenwood? That's insane. But basically this car was donated to a junkyard, and that's the junkyard kind of knew what it was, so they're like, hey, we'll just sell it outright instead of, you know, scrapping it, which is cool because it's better to not, you know, it's better to save one. But this thing is rough for sure. I mean, the body's actually decent, but mechanically it's gonna need some love. I don't know, this is gonna be quite an interesting thing to drive, but we'll see. Owner's manual's in there, that's pretty sweet. Yeah, we gotta check this out. Let's see if it runs. I'll be damned. Wow. I'll be honest, this car actually runs kind of decent. It sounds good. This does not sound like a 335,000 mile engine. I thought this thing would be clattering, and it sounds like it's had valve adjustments done, because an S38 with the mechanical lifters, you need to do valve adjustments, and if they're not done, this will be a loud engine. For a ripped intake boot and unknown cap and rotor history, this car actually runs pretty decent. I am actually kind of amazed. Yeah, this isn't too bad. So we got some parts to throw: intake boot, cap, rotor, plugs, slave cylinder, and hopefully, I mean, this thing can get me around. I don't know, it seems decent, to be honest.
Oh yeah. You just gotta pull it up, push it down a couple times.
Dude, I've never felt shift linkage this bad in my life. Like, it feels like it's not even connected. Brakes should probably be black.
Oh yeah. 100%.
So it says engine oil low, but
It's good. It's all the way up.
wow. It actually moved.
Another cool thing I forgot to mention, that seatbelt does not work.
Oh no?
Yeah.
I like the receptacles
I had
broken?
to buckle it in right here.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna get this thing to a car wash because I don't really want to. Am I in gear?
Stop sign. Turn right onto
I'm in gear and the shifter's in neutral. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, clutch pedal's going to the floor. Yeah, so this.
Turn right.
Where are you? Second gear? There you are. This shifter, I wish I knew it was this bad, because this is like hard to deal with. A shifter linkage rebuild in California, maybe. But I mean, like, honestly, optimistically, this is not a I mean, it's a half bad car, but it's not like a full bad car. Like I've definitely seen worse. They haven't been M cars, but like it's all here. It needs major love. The interior is just grotesque. The exterior, I mean, when it's washed up, it won't be bad, but like the engine sounds good. Like the engine runs good, and it's got a torn boot, and God knows how old cap and rotor. I've done a lot of crazy stuff, stupid stuff, and all that, but this might take the cake as the most absurd thing I've done. Fly out and drive this freaking thing. How does this linkage feel this bad? Like, how is it that I'm in gear and I can completely move the shifter? Got our bag full of goodies. I packed an entire suitcase full of just parts, but here's what we have. So we're gonna do a cap, a rotor, air filter, spark plugs. I was gonna do a fuel filter. I don't think I want to deal with fuel. Oil change, and then definitely a slave cylinder. This car needs it very bad, and of course an intake boot. Gotta go get the right hose clamps. We're missing them, but between those things, that should honestly get this car like pretty close to where it needs to be just to be able to drive it. The shifter linkage is unbearable, but I don't have the parts. Suspension's pretty blown out, but I don't have the parts. I just want this car to be able to run decently. Now it's time to dig in here. So I think I'm going to start with the easy, I think cap, rotor, spark plugs, the most important things to how this car is going to run. So we'll start with pulling off the plastics. So this should come off, yep. These are not tight at all. Same plugs as what I'm putting in it. These don't look bad at all. These look new. Okay. All right, let's take a guess. What are we thinking for the year on this? Take a guess.
2003.
2003?
2013.
2013? Whew. David, you were close. 2000.
Thank you very much.
2000.
So it's just coming into the world when those came out.
That's right.
Yeah, literally, this thing's been running the same. This car's gonna run so good with a new rotor or a cap. Old rotor, dated 2001. Look at, oh, where am I at? Look at how bad this is. I'm surprised this thing was even making spark. That's how it should look if you weren't familiar. And then the cap, just as bad, 2000, all worn. So I'm surprised this car even ran half as good as it did, because these are probably 15 years overdue. So new cap, new rotor. This thing will be running real nice, man. Because dude, like an M30 doesn't run very good when it has an old cap and rotor, and this is a lot higher performing engine than an M30. So I'm surprised that it was even able to keep up. Man. Yeah, this thing's muscle. Yeah, it's gonna be pissed now that I changed all these parts. Scared to go underneath this car now that you mentioned the spiders.
They're friendly.
Yeah. Cap and the rotor are done. All right, let's see what goes into getting this air box out. 10 mil. So the air filter is not the worst I've seen. So this car's definitely had some maintenance, not a cap and a rotor, but spark plugs and air filter I would say aren't too old. Isn't really that satisfying of a before and after. So now probably one of the biggest issues with this car was this, because this engine with a massive throttle body or boot leak is not going to be very happy. So I really am blown away that this car even ran. So that's junk. Robbed this off my Daytona car, but I couldn't get one in time. Had to get AutoZone hose clamps. So hopefully these work. And it didn't have hose clamps. So not only did it have an intake leak, it didn't have hose clamps. There's like no form of sealedness on that. Why would that be different? Dude, stupid shit like that did not account for. You stretch that f***er on there. Okay. Should we fire it up and see how it runs?
Oh yeah, I'm excited.
Oh, let's plug the math in.
Move your cameras, that camera.
Why would anything be different?
Well, it's gonna blow up and you're gonna lose your camera.
Let's see. Oh, it runs perfect. Smooth. Oh, yeah. Oh, it actually revs up now. Yeah, that's a happy S38. That's way better, right? I was confident the whole time. I think she's happy again. So, unforeseen problem. Clutch line leaking from the fitting. So the slave is basically junk. Let's gotta figure that out. Went all over yesterday looking for a hose. We picked up an E31, which does not work. So now we're pulling it out and we're gonna hit a couple stores and find a generic brake hose. I think many models used a pretty similar hose here. There's only one nut holding the slave out of two, which is not good. Okay, there's the slave. And I already broke this free, so now this will just come. And there we have it. Getting a new hydraulic line was just short of impossible. All over NorCal looking for a line. Ended up finding a hydraulic shop that was able to reuse my fittings because these fittings are completely rare and special to the M5. So we got a custom line here. Time to go install it. I'm absolutely beat from just searching. That was a pain in the ass. I got the slave in, now I'm tightening it. Unfortunately, we don't have our motive pressure bleeder, so we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. So you're gonna have to start with your hand. So you're gonna have to kind of kneel there, because it's gonna have no pressure.
Oh yeah, but I can tap lightly.
No, I mean, you have to pull it up with your hand.
Oh, I got you.
All right, pump it. Like 10 times, so push it to the floor and pull it back up. Now keep it at the bottom.
Okay. Who wants to come up?
All right, now 10 more.
Okay.
Okay. 10 again. All right, now again. Okay. I forgot to film that bleeding process, but clutch feels very nice. Goes into gear a lot better. Back it off the wood. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we have a clutch. And I didn't realize I was still in gear. Yeah, I still need every gearbox bushing to make this tolerable, but I think we're ready to embark. Yeah, let me check the oil and then we're on our way to Monterey. We are back in action, baby. She's running, she's driving, running a lot better than it was. Still warming up, so I haven't redlined it or anything, but we have a clutch. We have a 2-hour drive ahead of us. I didn't realize it was that far. So we're gonna have our fingers crossed. That was a battle. I've run all over looking for that clutch line. That was an absolute nightmare. Just a total pain. It's so hot here. That was a lot of stuff that I didn't want to have to do. So glad that's over with. I literally cannot thank David and okay, this shifter, the bad shifter linkage is killing me, but I couldn't get it in time. But I cannot thank David and Louise enough for getting this car for me, for the hospitality, helping me fix it, letting me fix it in their garage. I mean, you guys are legends. Literally, thank you so much. This would not have been possible without you guys. So, seriously, thank you. Got to get some gas in this thing, and let's get down to Monterey, hopefully. So we've been on the highway for a little bit now. Right off the bat, power is there. You can rip her down into fourth, and she pulls all the way to red line. So the engine is definitely happy. Cap, rotor, boot, all it needed. Slave cylinder's great. Engine-wise, perfect. Cooling system, perfect. Temps are good. Inside the car here, seatbelt doesn't work. If you guys are wondering why I'm not wearing a seatbelt. No rubber boot around the shifter tunnel, around the shifter. So I have a microfiber tucked in there because the road noise and the heat off the trans is unbearable. Every single front suspension bushing, component, control arm is destroyed. This car, you know, we've all felt 55 mile an hour shimmy. But baby, I got 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85 mile an hour shimmy. This thing is just all over the road. The steering wheel is just vibrating, shimmying. It feels so obnoxious. Honestly, I can't even fathom that it's the control arms. I honestly think it's these stupid E39 wheels that don't have, they probably don't have hub-centric rings. So I feel like I'm experiencing the death wobble of uncentered wheels. And I think that with those, this car would feel so much better. Because this isn't really control arm like wear vibration. Like I went under there and I looked, and yeah, the ball joints on the lowers and the uppers are pretty shot. But the bushings, like I've had ones that by hand you could straight up like completely like manipulate them. They're still solid, so I really don't think the control arms are like that blown out. The tie rods don't look bad. I think it's these dumbass wheels that are causing every single bit of uncomfortableness I have in this car. Yeah, car drive's god awful. The shifter, you know, with the linkage, with the bushing being out, is pretty horrible. Second gear is really tricky to get into. All my forward gears are fine. Fourth is not bad. I hope that's not the G280's way of telling me good luck. Hopefully as we get closer the temperatures drop, because right now it's 90 and I'm sweating like a pig. We have insane traffic out of San Francisco. Hey, we're living, baby. Well, that's how we'll sign this video. I didn't know how I wanted to. We'll sign it out with strutting. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.
Subscribe.
And make sure you check out his E60 as well.
Thank you.
Okay, no. No brackets intact on this exhaust. We had to bring in strutting.
Proper shitbox. Properly neglected.
We're gonna